Hello, hello. We're back with Imperator, though we're playing Thrace this time. Playing as Lysimachos, the bodyguard of Alexander the Great, who was given the satrapy of Thrace upon the death of Alexander. But the fourth war of the Diadochi is about to begin, and things are getting a little wacky. Cassander, Celtic, Ptolemy are all going to end up at war with Antigonid and Demetrios, his son. We have a very small, and at this point, quite weak army. We're getting constantly raided from the north by the Odrysians, who are technically our vassal, but are incredibly disloyal, and the Getae up here. So we have to pick our path. And really, between going east into Asia Minor, going west into southwest into Greece, or dealing with the northern situation first, I think dealing with the most immediate threat is, well, the most sane choice. So, first we take land of the Thracians to integrate Odrysian culture. This will likely result in their first rebellion against us. So we have to be ready. We've got to be ready. Especially because our levies that we can call in when they rebel will be up here in Moesia Inferior. And our standing army is down here. We are currently making money, but who knows how that's gonna go shortly. Bad news from the Antigonids. Our spy master enters the throne room and gestures that they would like a word with our ruler. They bring tidings from the Antigonids. Apparently Antigonid has had himself crowned Basileus after his victory at Salamis over the Egyptian fleet. Any pretense of an Argead line of succession, that's from Alexander's line, has been officially cast aside, and the throne of Alexander's empire is ripe for the taking. The spy master has more news, however. It appears Antigonid's heir Demetrius has been slandering the other Diadochi, and has been giving them unflattering titles. Seleucus, master of elephants, Ptolemaeus, the admiral, and even Agathocles, the governor of Sicily, though he is not one of us. Lysimachos asks his spy master what titles have been officially bestowed upon him. The spy master's face becomes white as freshly fallen snow in the mountains of Odrysia, but he climbs the steps and whispers in Lysimachos' ear. Lysimachos himself becomes red with rage and roars at his spy master. Treasurer? How dare he call me treasurer? Oof. Alright. I'm going to take this one, which gives us the Casophylax name, which gives us popularity and national tax for 120 months. And now the Odrysians revolt. So let's rush to the border. Let's rush to the border and crush them. Our feudatories all get called in. All of our, essentially, tribal tributaries here. Among the Thracian tribes. No, I do not want to recruit mercenaries when we're not making basically any money. Alright. Odrysian army spotted. Actually, let's let them get locked into their movement. Alright, Odrysian culture now integrated. Alright, and here it comes. The wars of the Diadochi. Specifically, this would be the 4th War of the Diadochi, if I remember correctly. If my history nerd out research is correct. Alright. This will basically be Everyone Hates Antigonid, the war. The Empire belongs to the strongest. We can now use the Legacy of Alexander war goal on all other Diadochi. We will gain claims on basically all of Alexander's former empire, but these claims and the war goal go away with the death of our ruler, which is something considering that Lysimachos is 58 years old. Alright, let's hit him. 4,500 to 2,000 shouldn't be too bad of a matchup. And the first Gedian raid. We've got to stop them. We've got to deal with the barbarians. All right, Cassander and Antigonid are at war. Ptolemy will probably soon follow suit. And then Celtic. And then we have a choice to enter the war or not. We'll kind of burn that bridge when we come to it, huh? Alright. That's the Odrysian army completely wiped out. Beautiful. Now we could fortify the crossings now. And then go down the line of fortifying our northern border, or we could wait until they've raided us 3 times, declare war on the Getae, and set the path to get claims up here. And I think this is the path we want to go down, so unfortunately we have to let them raid us a couple times. Then once we've dealt with this rebellion and Odrysia is once again our vassal, we can then start down this tree. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the siege of Scythopolis. So we'll wait for our feudatory to siege that down. We're gonna save the money. We'll give military access to Cassander. Alright, we spent our free province improvement on population capacity for Europa, our home province here, our capital province. Byzantium. No, I'm gonna destroy you at some point. So I don't want to be giving you military access, thank you very much. But we're gonna wait for the siege to finish up. It's probably gonna be a little while. And then we will be back. Alright, we've officially won the war with Odrysia and brought them back into the fold. Which means we can take the Odrysian Thorn and begin down that side of this specific mission tree. Now, of course, we would like to eventually save up 500 gold for the Glory of Lysimachos to give it more population capacity and import routes into the whole province. But yeah, we're not, our economy isn't doing so hot. Hence why we're trying to build some stuff up. Thrace is a bountiful land, but in a precarious position and not well developed. Alright, so only one more Gedeon raid, and we can do ending the raids. The trade winds bring troubling news. The Antigonids have conceded many of their territories in Canaan and Syria to Ptolemy. Uh-oh. So Ptolemy will not be joining the war. Well, I guess it'll be Celticos that'll probably win the most then. I don't really care about what whatever you're doing way down here, Argos. Honestly. There we go. The Selekids are coming in. Now, maybe after losing all of that territory to Ptolemy, Antigonus will be a little weaker. Now, we will get a choice here soon to enter the war or not, and I'm kind of teetering on the edge here. I did a test run of this where I entered the war and ended up just getting absolutely bodied, which was not very cash money. Antigonus is still quite strong. Quite strong indeed, and it would be ruinous to enter into a war like that when we're not ready. So we might just stay out of the war for now, and then, wait for an opportunity to strike when the proverbial iron is hot. Alright? So we've still got some time left before the Odrysian Thorn finishes, and then we will see where we go from there. Alright, well, the time has come. Antigonid vulnerabilities. Antigonus is at war with Macedon, and he's at war with the Selekids. Celticos. We could try to take advantage of the situation. We could demand land from him. We could just straight up declare war. Or we could stay out of it and gain the trait content. I took a save just right now, and we're gonna go for it. We're gonna demand land in exchange for staying out. We also, now that we have Odrysian accepted pops, we went ahead and expanded our legion slightly, just as much as we could afford. Alright. Unlike during my test run, Antigonid lands are now ours. In exchange for staying out of the war, we gain quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. We're going to have to assign some governors real quick. Excellent, excellent. We had to do nothing, and yet gained everything. This should, well, we'll see how much it actually improves the economy. This doesn't mean we're not necessarily under threat from the other Diadochi, though. But, luckily, this will likely leave us in a far better position later down the road. Oh, of course, and Cassandras gets gout. Rip. Rip to your toes. A lot of land. And a lot of extra commerce income, as we can see. So I think really the best decision for us at this point is to kind of just trade with both sides and let them beat each other for a while, now that we've gotten a decent amount of Asia Minor. And continue dealing with our barbarian problem, which the Odrysian Thorn here, or Odrysian, Odrysian is, I think, the proper way to say it. It's almost complete. And here we go. With threats on every side, we cannot afford to have a disloyal subject that would stab us in the back. We would do well to offer an enticing incentive and obtain Odrysian loyalty. We could hand them a bunch of money. We could offer political concessions. Really, I'd prefer to just annex them, so... Okay, well, the negotiations succeeded anyways. The negotiations were short and actually successful. Beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now, we could go down this and end the rebellions forever and then just eventually annex them later. Or we could wait for them to rebel again and then conquer them. And I think that's what we're gonna do, honestly. So now it's just waiting for one more Gedian raid. Though they're apparently busy getting occupied by someone else. And saving up money to be able to take Glory of Lysimachos to greatly improve our capital. So, we're gonna wait and we're gonna see what happens. Alright, it didn't take long for another Gete raid. So now we're gonna declare war on them. To war we go. Oh, let's see here. Before the death of Perdiccas, who was the original regent for Alexander's empire, Ptolemy had secured an alliance with the Cypriot king, the king of Cyprus. A whole lot of stuff went on. If you want to read that, I'll somewhat slowly scroll through it. So, you know, you can pause and read through. And there we go. We're not going to tag switch over to Cyprus. We're playing as Thrace. We're going to war against barbary. Against disgusting, disgusting barbary. And though we're not making much, we're actually making a little better money now. Hallelujah to that. But hopefully, seems the Seleucids are advancing somewhat. Hopefully, this means the end of the Antigonid kingdom. Though hopefully the Seleucids fall apart, because I'm not sure I want to be sharing a border with them for very long. They tend to not like the people they share borders with. Especially when it's another Diadochi. And we march to war. Let's see here. Oh, we're gonna have to take the manpower hit. Otherwise we get a bandit camp, and that's just not very cash money. Just not very cash money at all. So yeah, the manpower situation is not great. Alright, excellent. We were able to beat back the slave rabble and destroy them. So we gain 4 slave pops in Lysimachos. We gain popularity, and we gain, most importantly, money. Good, this will speed things along. Actually don't have a way to get to them right now. I'm gonna have to ask the Carpians for military access. Now we can get in there. Now we can get in there. And hopefully the Odrysians try and rebel again. So I can just eat up all of those Odrysian pops that I now have integrated. Excellent, we get a few more building slots. I think we'll take the one that sure gives one guy a lot less loyalty, but we get the wise trait. No risk of civil war. We could just do a little bribe to shut him up for now, considering the situation we're in. And while the Gitte are busy getting, well, it looks like they're getting partitioned, honestly. We'll come in there and strike at them so that we can say, yay, we beat some guys that were already getting partitioned by their neighbors. Beautiful, you'll love to see it. You love to see it. But it's for our mission tree, alright? I think taking a couple provincial capitals should do. We just have to beat them up a bit, don't we? We have to either ensure that they don't exist anymore, or turn them into a vassal. Well, considering how they're getting partitioned... Oh, we're depressed. How unfortunate. How unfortunate that we would become so depressed. Ah, they beat me to it. They done beat me to it. White peace? Oh, screw yourself. You're about to cease to exist either way, so, maybe consider your situation. Well, I think what we're going to do then is we're going to sit here on their border and wait for them to get pieced out by the other tribes they're fighting, and then piece them out ourselves. No, apparently they got the Tiragete in their war now. That's fine. We'll crush them real quick. Get a little battle in there. Oh, you want to retreat? Okay. That's fine. We'll just go siege you down as well. We'll just go siege you down as well. Could use more slaves for the market. And more war score. Even both of those armies is not even a match for me. No, we want this to be a resounding defeat, not a white peace. So hey, if they're gonna unsiege some of the territories that the other guys siege down, then I'm all for, what the hell happened there? Well, apparently, Polandava took that territory. And cut us off yet again. So we're gonna have to get access from Grobizia. Actually, they already give access to our enemies. And that alone should be enough, should it not? You would think. One would think. Let's see if we can wipe their army first thing. Get them to retreat out of the territory that I've already occupied. They're locked in. The fools. The absolute buffoons. The absolute buffoons are about to get absolutely crushed. The Battle of Leptidava. Oh, well, we didn't get a wife, but... Oof. Philippos, son of Cassander, has pneumonia and dysentery. He's coughing and he's crapping. The accused is essentially guilty beyond all doubt. Well then, we'll just have to see what happens. If he truly is guilty, we'll let him burn for it. We have to be seen as just, at the very least. Small fine. There we go. We'll gain some stability there. Continue sieging down, get the Tiragete here, get them out of the war, and then maybe we can get access through Krobizia to go and give them a proper whooping. So let's just wait out this siege real quick. Alright. We finished the siege up here, though they're trying to unsiege some of it down now. We had to hop back home real quick to deal with a little army that had come in real quick. We hired some mercenaries real quick to help us out with that. And now we're going to siege down Getae lands themselves. We're going into their backyard. War goal, show superiority. Which really means we need to win more battles against them, and, well, best way to get them into battle would most likely be to, siege down some of their land. Just siege it on down. So let's go for their capital. Straight away. Because, well, they're not trying to unsiege Tiragete's capital here. I don't think they have enough men. I really don't think they have enough men. And then hopefully taking their capital and maybe another couple provincial capitals will be enough to just completely win this war for us. But since all we're doing is waiting on a siege, we will, well, you know, come back when we have something interesting to show. Alright, we're still sieging, but in the meantime, we managed to get enough money together to do the Glory of Lysimachos mission, which gives our capital province 2.5% population capacity and an import route. Go ahead and see if we can import some iron. Then key to the Hellespont. We gain a fortress in Lysimachos and fort infrastructure capacity and provincial loyalty. Very cool. Very cool. How long will that take? 180 days? Well, we'll see if that finishes first or if the siege finishes first. We'll see. I mean, it's been on 42% for a while now. Okay, there we go. I must have summoned the power from within. Those Getae and Tiragetae armies still have not moved. But I see another one over here. We're now at 44 war score against the Getae and Tiragetae. Let's see if they actually want to contest us or if they just want to keep running away. So I would like to get this war done and over with because, well, Lysimachos is getting old. I mean, his heir is now 17, so that's good. But, things are getting silly. Things are getting very silly. Cassandrus is dead. Philippos has inherited his throne and is promptly getting his ass handed to him by Antigonid, who is still alive at 85 years old. His son Demetrius is 41. The Seleucids advanced quite a bit, but now they are at war with Ptolemy, who is also still around, 71 years old. Seleucos is also still around and is 61. So we shall have to see how things go. If we could, you know, fairly quickly deal with the Getae and get on with our mission tree here. Then, yeah, we could possibly, strike at, I don't know, I'm just still not 100% sure it'd be a good idea to strike at Antigonid right now. Not sure we have the numbers for it. I mean, if we had a little more money, we could hire some mercenaries and take... See, this is the nice thing, is that I could take land in Macedon from them, which is accepted pops for me. Macedonian is our main culture. But time will only tell. Time will... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Did not mean to dismiss that. But now we can take Sons of Ares, where we gain free manpower, and for 240 months we get Archer's Discipline, Light Cav Discipline, Light Infantry Discipline. It's really the only one we use in large numbers is Light Infantry, but we'll take it. We'll take it either way. we will take it either way. But I mean, I'm up for the gamble. All right, I'm up for the gamble of striking against Antigonus when he's weak. We don't have a truce with him, do we? We do. Till 460. We got 2 years of truce. We got 2 years to handle this business. Which is not a long time. Not a long time to be handling our business here. Especially considering that to complete this, we have to defeat them in the punitive expedition and either make them a subject or just conquer them. Not great. Plus they've... Oh, well, we won that siege. Never mind. Never mind. We'll see what we can do real quick. This is just going to be a lot of running around, sieging provinces and all that. So we'll, once again, well, come back when we have something interesting to report on. Alright, well, we managed to get them to accept being a tribal vassal to end the war. That sieging down their capital was enough for that. Luckily. So now we're going to go ahead and take north of the Istros to gain claims up here so that we'll eventually integrate them. And, well, the last mission in this would be into Scythia, which we would have to enter Olbia or Borysthania. Which would be, well, expanding north all the way to here. So I'm not sure if we're going to do that one, but I'm going to go ahead and just do the unsavory compromise to, well, get the loyalty of Odrysia. And then, get to work on possibly integrating them eventually. No, we do not want to release tribe. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We want to get them loyal to us, not the other way around. That would be very silly of me. So we can finish out this mission tree and, oh, there we go. Well, it appears the historical path is happening where, the Antigonids get completely wiped out in Asia and end up just in Macedon. Funny. Though, the Ptolemaic kingdom is actually extended a bit farther, I think, than they were at the end of this, and, well, yep, the Seleucids are already going into Cappadocia, so unless they get attacked and fall apart, we're going to probably see a big, angry Seleucid empire. Not exactly in our best interests, but it is what it is. Now, we've got to... Oh, we got another Gedian raid? Oh, wait, they're our frickin' vassal. They're our vassal. But, at this point, we can kind of sit and consolidate a little bit, get our political influence back up, so that we can go the path of the unsavory compromise since they haven't rebelled again. We'll lose a little bit of popularity and some political influence, but then we can start working on getting their loyalty, and they won't start any further rebellions, and then we can either get claims or more tribal vassals, and then we can essentially finish out this tree, consolidating our hold here and ensuring our northern border is secure, which we've also been working on by building a fort here in Aleotikos. Man, Greek names are hard. Otherwise, we're going to take some time to consolidate and wait for our political influence to get up. So once again, we'll be back when we have something more to report. Well, I must have jinxed it or something, because I said that they were not going to rebel again, and they did. Which is A-okay with me. This just gives me the excuse to pummel them mercilessly. Well, me and my feudatories, who will really be doing a lot of the heavy lifting. This will give me the path I wanted anyways of plucking the thorn. And that way we'll be able to just conquer and integrate all this territory, and with all those Odrysian accepted pops, we will, well, we'll be in a better position. Did they really declare on me with no army? With no army? And all of our little vassals here come in and do a lot of the work for us. The Dendari are besieging Pella, driven by the need for new lands to settle. The Macedonian king, Antigonid, has called for assistance. We'll join. We will join, but we're going to be tied up for the most part, for now, in handling Odrysia. Quote unquote. This was a historical thing, the Gallic invasion of Greece during this time. And boy, that is a massive army. This could not have come at a worse time. Really could not have come at a worse time. While we're stuck sieging the Odrysians. Oof, we are in a deficit. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But we're gaining money. We are gaining money. But we could, Well, cut military supplies would be a real bad idea right now. Population happiness wouldn't, and stability wouldn't be too bad. Take that to get us out of that real quick deficit. And then we're gonna have to figure out something to deal with these dang Pelagrians. Which means really I want to get the Odrysians out of this war as soon as possible. And we have to occupy the capital for that. But I really can't afford to waste men right now on an assault. It's quite the pickle. Right, hopefully our little vassal boys here handle the Krobisians. Otherwise this could go quite badly for us. They're at 7%. We're losing the siege race here, which is difficult, but they are taking attrition. Of course we're going to take the discipline. They are taking attrition. They finished the siege, but they are attriting. So we're going to go ahead and raise all levies. Have them all meet in the capital. Except for these guys, they're kind of trapped up here. It's not going to be that much more, but it's something. I mean, we've got basically no one else on our side. Lovely. Antigonid isn't going to help. At least they're spreading out a little bit, but they are. A lot of them were still taking attrition. Oh, this siege could not be over quick enough. So we could re-vassalize the Odrysians real quick and handle this, and then conquer them. Okay, hopefully they stack wipe these guys real quick. Yes. They are back to being a tribal vassal. Formal patronage? Sure. Alright, we get another 5,000 men here from our levies across Asia Minor. Alright, select this one, allow attachments. Pelagria, where did they even come from? Pelagria, way over here. How do you have so many damn men? Well, because it's an event war is why, really, but... that's the real reason. The Celtic people have settled in Gordian, their journey coming to an end. They have fought Greeks and Macedonians, Hellenic and Anatolian. The Galatians are still barbarians. We should try to civilize them. Okay. Galatia is now a thing, which takes another bite out of Antigonus's kingdom. But we still have to deal with the Calegrians. Oh crap, we are about to get bodied there. Are you disloyal or something? No? We are not going to win that battle. I mean, our vassals getting in there? Oof. And then we lose money and we're in a deficit again. Another emergency tax. Need you to immediately retreat the levies. Immediately. Immediately. Okay, luckily for now they seem to be willing to just sit there. This might give us time to recover. Keyword might. Doesn't really seem like they're taking much attrition now, though. So that's not great. Another daughter. Lovely. Huh. What can be done here? I mean, if we had more money and our economy was in better shape, we could just, you know, hire some mercs to even these numbers out. For now, I think we might have to actually just piece them out. They want to take all that, huh? Mesembria would become a tributary, the rest would be all released. We're gonna have to figure out some way to fight them. There's no way we're gonna get Antigonus to play ball. Is there anyone else that would be willing to ally us? Epirus. Epirus, of all people. Well, we might actually be able to gather something up here. And the Bithynians have arrived, who are also our subject. Where are they on the list? That is the question. Well, they're a client state, Bithynia. They've arrived with almost 10,000 men all together with everybody else. So let's see if between our levies and standing army and all of our vassals here, if we might be able to actually take this on. Once again, we'll set this up so that the levies all follow the first levy of Thrace. Try and get them into position here and see what we can do. See if we can contest them here. And we're going to be a lot more careful with our positioning this time. That was the mistake. We needed to be making sure that we're selecting the one that is actually like the leader. All right. I mean, I would love the stability right now. And of course, Lysimachos has cancer. He's got cancer. Which means, unfortunately, we're going to be losing that Diadochi war goal. But alas. Alright, let's go unsiege Mesembria here. And, of course, now our vassals are going to be coming in this time, and we're much closer in numbers. And it appears that we're winning the battle. With more of our vassals coming in. The Bithynians come and save the day. It appears our vassal decided to follow up and wipe them completely. Which is excellent news. We're going to pull the levies back and just unsiege. Get this war done with so that we can continue on our mission path here. So, once again, we'll come back when we have more to report. All right, after a resounding victory in the Battle of Mesembria, our boys are coming home. We got a white piece, which is fine. We didn't really want to take anything from them anyways. They're way over here. That event war is done with. Done with, done with, done with. So we are going to wait until this truce is up with Odrissia. We're going to handle that real quick while we continue our consolidation and building up and trying to get the economy situation a little more under control. Well, speaking of such, they decided to go ahead and just declare war. So we'll handle that again real quick. That'll be another short, victorious war, the third one against the Odrysians. So we'll handle that real quick so we can finish out that mission. Alright, we have won the war. Fairly quick siege of Scythopolis. And this time, we're just annexing them. we're just straight annexing them. This way we can pluck the thorn, as it were, and quit having Odrysian rebellions. Ugh. Plus, a lot more integrated pops. A lot more integrated pops. But that is probably most of what we're going to be able to do during Lysimachos' lifetime here, as he is currently 71 years old with cancer. So it'll soon be time for Agathocles to take over. He's 23 years old. He's uncaring, but otherwise has okay, keyword okay, qualities in a ruler. But it's what we have to work with. So I think we'll just finish up those missions real quick, and then that'll probably be it for this one today. But I'm having a lot of fun with this campaign so far. It is very, very chaotic, which is it's been pretty crazy so far. It has not been easy. We've been pretty much constantly at conflict of some sort the entire time, and I'm rather enjoying it so far. This could be the beginning of us rising to great heights or falling to great ruin, and I'm having fun either way. So let me finish up those missions real quick, and then we will show where we're at to end this one off. Alright, we went ahead and finished up breaking the symbol and tribes of the north. The Tribalians have refused to become our vassal, so we are going to go ahead and declare war on them. And we're going to bring Epirus in as well. This will be just a nice little expedition, huh? We're just fighting them, and we've got all of our vassals plus Epirus in the war. So it shouldn't be too much trouble for us to grind them down into dust and take their territory. Get out of here with the notification settings. Already our vassals here are beginning some sieges. And we're gonna take all this. Then I'm definitely gonna have to spend some time between recordings just getting province loyalty up, getting, you know, religious conversions started, and you know, working to stabilize things a little bit. But then hopefully we will be coming back to probably towards the beginning of the rule of Agathocles, Albuquerque. But we will see, we will see. I have the utmost faith that we're going to thoroughly smash them in this war. Thoroughly smash them in this war. Alrighty. Again, the lovely business of sieging down a lot of this territory and winning this war. We'll let our vassals do a lot of the fighting here. But this territory is going to be very hostile as far as culture and religion, but we will handle that at a later date. Now get in there and win that battle, boys. Just keep pouring in there. Just beat him out with numbers. There we go. There we go. And some good Stocken Vipens there. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. It's really shouldn't have said no when they're so diplomatically isolated. That was quite silly of them, honestly. Quite silly of them indeed. But at this point, I think it's just waiting for sieges, and then we're gonna deal with the damn Gedians again. Probably deal with the dang Gedians again once we're done with this, and you know, while I'm consolidating between episodes here. But really, this has been a crazy start to things. This has been quite, well, it's been a mixture of a lot of ups and downs. It's been well, I'll be honest. I did 2 test runs of this before, or not really test runs, but 2 attempts at this beforehand where we had to reset. We had to reset and restart. And this has been the only one that's gone particularly well. Honestly. So, I'm glad that we got a good shot at it this time. We got good RNG on events and everything. We got the concessions from Antigonid, which I thought was pretty much a guaranteed no. I thought we were going to have to fight a death war there. So I'm glad we didn't have to fight that death war. But the concentration on our northern border and everything did leave us, you know, in a poor position to try and strike at Antigonid or Celticus, and well, that leaves the Seleucids controlling a lot of Asia pretty much uncontested. So let's hope they go the way of 90% of the time with the AI and they end up just exploding. That would be lovely. It would be quite lovely. Oof. And we're definitely going to have to deal with the loyalty situation. Ay, 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 ay. That is definitely something we're going to have to deal with. But not until we're done with this war. Huh. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Well, usually actually quite a few things. Once we've sieged down Oscus here, that will be pretty much the end of the war. So let's wait that out, and then we'll see where we're at the end here. Alright, the war is won. We've taken their territory. And boy, do we have a lot to do as far as consolidating and getting loyalty up and everything. We'll handle that in the interim. We went very quickly, really, in 16 years that passed in this opening episode, from the least of the Diadochi to probably, I would say, the 3rd most powerful. Ptolemy and Seleucus are still more powerful, but we're definitely as powerful, if not more powerful, than Antigonid now. Though, oh, he's still alive, 94 years old, and Antigonid is still kicking. Crazy. Though, I mean, Lysimachos is 73 years old now. And still also fighting hard. But I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. So thanks everybody for coming by. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.